Taurus, Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So Taurus, my cutie patootie looking all that's so yummy. This is going to be your reading from August 4th to the 11th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge, all the cards, and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Taurus, these readings are general, so they may resonate with you and they may not. If they do resonate with you, then good for you. The Empress, okay. All right, let's get into your reading. So Taurus, your challenge for the upcoming week is the Seven of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups, followed by the Three of Pentacles and the Temperance, okay? So your challenge here has to do a lot with a decision, and this decision has to do a lot with wanting to work things out with somebody, possibly a Sagittarius, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, another earth sign. It could be another Taurus, Capricorn. You know, I see here you almost like suspecting something and wanting to gain clarity on the situation with the Seven of Cups. There is some sort of trust issues that might have come under your attention, and we're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the recent past, dear Taurus, you have the Empress, the King of Pentacles, the Chariot. In the recent past, I feel like that you were involved with somebody, possibly you already have children with this person, okay? I'm getting here pregnancy, somebody was pregnant, there were children involved, okay? And things were moving forward. I see here you successfully embarking onto a relationship journey with somebody. We're gonna get some more information shortly when we clarify. In the present moment, you have the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So your intuition, your emotions, your feelings are being your best guide right now in the present moment. You are making a decision, okay? There is a lot of nostalgia. There is a lot of memories that are coming back from the past to you. You're having maybe flashbacks, okay? There is a lot of thinking going on deep down. You know, whether you want to fully disengage and disconnect and forget somebody and move on, we're going to clarify this shortly. Now, in the near future, you have the Hermit, the Two of Wands, and the Fool. There's going to be a new beginning that's coming in towards your way. However, this new beginning is not something that's just going to be right out of the bat or out of the blue, okay? There is a lot of illumination, realization, inner work that you are doing, some sort of a major realization that's going to be happening for you. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. So let's clarify and see what this is about. Let's clarify the challenge. So Taurus, I'm going to clarify the Seven of Cups, which is an indication of choices and a decision that you need to make. Obviously, your intuition is very much strong and on point, and there is a realization that you're having in regards to a specific situation, okay? So Taurus, the Seven of Cups is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Strength. Could be dealing with the Leo. Okay, so this decision here that you are going to be reminiscing, thinking about, has to do a lot whether you want to accept a love offer or maybe offer love towards another person. I do strongly feel like you and this person could come from two different cultures, backgrounds. I feel like someone here is, you know, divorcing another person to be with you, or there is a lot of other external factors involved that you are taking into consideration, okay? Here's the thing. Your decision is tied up to whether this person might have reached out to you already, and you might hear back from this person very soon, okay? And you're gonna need to make a decision, dear Taurus, 444 on the timers I'm saying, you know, because there is a lot of suspicion that's coming up, and you're wanting to make sure you're not falling for something that might be a trap, okay? We're not naming other signs, we're not sign bashing. I just feel like that this is a decision that you're gonna make based on experience and data from the past, okay? Unless you see someone's behavior shifted and changed, you're definitely not gonna rush into giving a chance to someone. I feel like there is a very strong desire here though. Somebody seems to be very much persisting in their offer, okay? Someone here is persisting, wanting to make amends with you, okay? And to come back into your life. Now, The Lovers in the recent past is clarifying the Empress, the Judgment, and the Ace of Wands. So in the recent past, there was definitely a lot of love and Ace of Wands moments. If you know, you know. Ace of Wands is definitely one of my favorite cards. Now, just as much as there was a lot of love and reciprocation, possibly you dealt with a Scorpio or someone who has Scorpio in their birth chart, there's also Five of Wands, there's also the Seven of Swords, okay? So arguments, conflicts over trust issues, I'm getting here, a lot of misunderstanding, misperception happening, maybe blame games going on in there, okay? Conflicts, family issues, tradition, culture, religion, a whole lot of other things involved in it. Why am I saying this? Is because when you look at the Five of Wands, you will see that there is 5 different people dressed up in 5 different outfits, right? They're not listening to each other. And this is an indication of a difference of opinions, difference of cultural backgrounds, and just in general, maybe things shifted. Maybe, let's say back in the days, for example, you and this person were like dressed up all the same, shared the same values, had the same understanding of each other, but then things shifted and changed due to some trust issues in the past. Now, let's clarify the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, dear Taurus, in the recent past is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Sun, and the Knight of Cups. And then 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that you and this person, things started going well, like I said, moving forward. And then all of a sudden there was a pause. A pause, maybe because something caught your attention, maybe you realized something and started recognizing a pattern, right? The Seven of Cups, which appeared in the recent past for you, is coming up again in your challenge position. The reason why is because you felt like maybe your happiness was getting jeopardized. Okay, it was at risk. And you might have asked yourself, am I gonna go and move on by myself or with this person? So for many of you, you might have given many chances to this person until the day came when you said, I don't want to deal with this, I'm gonna move on. So the Chariot is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, and the Chariot. The cards have been literally placed right in front of you. We can't make this up. So I'm saying, look at the combination of the cards for a second. Okay, so this is talking about the very fact that Wheel of Fortune, some cycle came to an end. Cycle, closure, a difficult chapter was closing up. The Death card, this definitely led to a lot of transformation and a metamorphosis for you. I feel like you are somebody that you are very spiritual, very much in tune and connected to the divine. And 2 Chariots in the story talks about definitely moving forward. Okay, and the Chariot is someone that leaves the city behind. It is an energy of crossing the river. There is a river behind the Chariot. It means, it wasn't easy for you to go through the dark night of the soul, which you definitely did. You might have had some losses in your family. You might have experienced a lot of things being taken away from you. But what was not taken away from you, and nobody can ever take it from you, dear Taurus, is your spiritual connection with the divine and the gifts within you that you have. And you know that with the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this is an indication that you do have gifts within you. You are somebody that you possess gifts. You are someone that is blessed, okay, with prophetic gifts, and just in general, like you are a very creative person. You are a very stable person. You are somebody that's very reliable. Now, in the present moment, you have the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. You're doing a lot of thinking. You're at the cusp of walking away from some sort of a connection. The Devil, Capricorn energy. What does this mean? This means that there is something here that's toxic. There is something that's unhealthy that has come into your attention. King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And you're doing a lot of thinking. You're definitely doing a lot of reminiscing and wanting to make sure you're going and headed towards the right direction. You could be turning your back away from somebody that seems to be, it's all just chatter, it's all just talk I'm getting. Someone here is not really doing the work yet fully. Do people change? Of course. But I feel like that you're trusting your intuition and you're like, I'm gonna disconnect. You might have tried, this person might have made your life like hell. You know what I'm saying? Eight of Cups is clarified by the Fool, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Pentacles. Your intuition is already telling you, like Taurusina, it's time to disconnect. 10-10 on the timers, I'm saying this. It's time to disconnect, move forward, Do your own thing. Don't hang up onto a person, a thing, a situation. It's time to work on yourself. You should give that brand new beginning to yourself. You should grant that new beginning to yourself unapologetically, okay? And this is a personal comeback of yours that you are doing. You have the Five of Pentacles in the present moment, clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles. So for many of you, you're alchemizing this pain and this situation into power. Okay, you might feel lonely. There might be a feeling of loss or loneliness here with the Five of Pentacles. But here's the thing: when you look at the Temperance is pouring water or liquid, it's substance, right, from one cup to another. That means turning the water into wine. It's an alchemical process, and I know that you know what I mean by that. And this pain right here, you're turning into power. And look at the Nine of Pentacles. 11 on the timer. You could be somebody that's gonna either write a book, or you're writing a book about your pain and how like you were able to overcome and transmute your pain and come out of it in a very victorious way. That's literally what I'm seeing here. It's an alchemical process, okay? Whatever you have been through. So that's why in the present moment, even though it's like someone is trying to come back, or maybe there is a person resurfacing, you're like, let me just put my brakes on, hold my horses, right? Hold my beer. You know, like what is it called? The white chicks? Hold my poodle. Hold my poodle. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, hold on. Now, in the near future, let's clarify the Hermit for you in the near future, dear Taurus, Mama Taurus, and Daddy Taurus. So the Hermit is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Hierophant. That's you. Okay, you're doing a lot of reflection. You're doing a lot of thinking, whether you want to really reconcile and reunite with this person or not. Okay, because I feel like that this is a connection that might have already caused you a lot of headache and like questions and pain. Okay, and your heart chakra is opening, crack open, wide open. Okay, you're having a major awakening, realization. It has not been an easy path, and I'm sending you a big hug, dear Taurus. It has not been an easy path to be alone and just to be on your own, even after you separated from somebody here, okay? And what you don't see coming here is that there is a reward. There is a reward for you from the universe, the full, a brand new beginning. And I see travel plans for you in the near future, traveling, going to places, road trips, and possibly meeting somebody new in the near future. You're gonna really, really question whether you would want to reconcile with somebody specific from the past or not, okay? And ultimately really think seriously. Marriage is on your mind. Is this somebody that you would really want to go and be in a relationship with, go forward, right? So the Two of Wands is clarified by the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. You know, you have been, this is not the first rodeo, right? This is not the first roller coaster. You know, the hype of this connection, the excitement, it may be very fast, it may be very exciting, but at the end of the day, wow, Five of Cups, Eight of Cups, it's like you kind of can foresee that something like this is coming up and approaching, because the person that you are dealing with, Taurus, doesn't really seem to be having really seriously done the work and changing their behavior. They could, everyone has free will, but I think that you don't want to rush into this experience and having your heart broken and having your heart shattered and finding yourself in a very disappointed position like you have done in the past, giving the benefit of the doubt and all of that, you know, all the Taurusy and loyal stuff, right? So this is about you really reminiscing and thinking, maybe I need to get out of my comfort zone, maybe I need to go out there, maybe you're wanting to relocate, you're wanting to change your job. Some of you might work with this person, or this person lives near proximity. You could be really thinking that you need to make a big move. And this is the universe's way of saying, Taurus, like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Certain things don't work out, not just because, you know, I'm there, the universe is saying, like, I'm out there to get you. It's just because your higher self is protecting you from a potential harm, because ain't no way you're going to go through this pain. Ain't no way you're going to go through some sort of a tumultuous, painful situation. There is a brand new beginning that's going to open up for you with the Fool. And we're going to clarify this for you. So let's clarify the Fool, dear Taurus. So the Fool is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords, and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Somebody very wise is coming into your life. Someone that's probably a business owner. Could be age differences between you and them. I'm getting here Aries energy. Okay, very wise. Libra, this person could be a lawyer. They could work into the legal system. They could be a CEO. Okay, there is a lot of passion. They have a lot of youth within them. A lot of passion and fire. Strong sexual connection as well. And you know, once you allow to see the truth in the near future, once you allow yourself to see the truth with the Eight of Swords, you're finally gonna embark onto a brand new beginning without any hesitation, okay? Because it's in those times really when we really need to see if somebody is being sketchy with the snake underneath, if something is very suspicious, seems very suspicious, there's a behavior that doesn't really seem to be in alignment with what we want, and who we truly are, you're gonna really wanna make sure that you're not setting up yourself for another disappointment or something very painful, right? That could affect you. This new beginning is gonna be even in a job. Some sort of a blessing that's gonna be coming in towards your way, and this is gonna set you free, okay, from the past. A lot of you maybe have been wanting to even buy a house. You know, I think that the people that we allow to come into our lives, they have a direct correlation to our frequency and our energetic field, and you're gonna realize that once you remove some people out of your life, you're gonna see how your finances are gonna get better also. So the advice here is the Knight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So again, Eight of Swords is coming up at the bottom of the deck. It's really about seeing the truth. It's recognizing the truth that might have been neglected in the past. The advice for you here is to realize that there is a brand new opportunity that is going to be represented to you, dear Taurus, some sort of a new beginning. And you need to get your eyes off of the past. You need to shift your focus from the past, from the person who was emotionally unavailable, from the individual who was running away from you, who was not committing. And then you're going to be able to find yourself in a position where you are attracting somebody who is going to be willing to go with you the extra mile, someone who is consistent. This is a very wise, strong energy. Only the Emperor can wear the helmet shoes, right? That means that this person has been through a lot and they have gained a lot of wisdom. This is the reason why your challenge here, you know, has to do a lot with choices that you're going to be making, and you know, you want to make sure you're making the right decision that's going to bring you a lot of happiness to you and peace of mind. Now, I'm going to use this intimacy deck prompt. I'm just going to get a prompt just to get you thinking, a random card to see if there is anything that may be helpful for you to think about, okay? So your prompt here that you can discuss with your new person or the person on your mind is, what piece of art, movie, book, song has moved you emotionally in a way that surprised you? And you can definitely share this with me in the comments if you'd like to. I want to know really what is it that has moved you emotionally, what movies. For me personally, it has been the Call Me By Your Name and Brokeback Mountain. Sprinkle, sprinkle, I know, if you know, you know. Those are the movies that really deeply moved me emotionally. I'm sure there's a lot of other movies, but those were the things that came to my mind. From the songs, Adele really has moved me. Like Adele, Hold On, like her new album, you know, her new song, they carry a lot of weight, right? Yeah, those, Adele, definitely. She's a Taurus too. So, dear Taurus, this is what I had for you. I love you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, and I'll see you on the next one.